Hello, hello, welcome back to Spiritual Warrior. I am Laura and I am here doing the February 2021 readings. This reading will be for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising. And remember, this is a general read, so it's not going to resonate with everybody. So take what fits your situation and leave what does not. Also, do not get hung up on the gender of the cards, as we all have male and female energy within us. When I was tapping into the energy of Taurus for the month of February 2021, I saw the bull running and then I heard go for it. So not really sure if that resonates with somebody or if that's for somebody specific, but we will get started. And I will be doing them like for the month of January. I'll pull you one card from the Dreams of Gaia Healing deck, and then I will do the journey with the Shadowscapes Tarot. Always interesting when that happens, when the cards just don't go and act the way that we want them to. Okay, please give me a card for Taurus for the month of February 2021. Taurus, February 2021. Okay, so Taurus, the card that you have is the Five of Earth here. This is kind of like the Devil card is what I correlate this to, or kind of what I feel when I get this. This is actually kind of like Devil energy in like the regular tarot deck. So this is somebody in your environment, or this is you doing this to yourself. Basically, like there's somebody who's kind of like, you see this person back here and they're very sad, and then you have this person here. So this could be an aspect of you who's kind of doing this to yourself and putting yourself down and telling you things to kind of make you feel less than. This is also like negative attachments to material things. So this could be somebody in your environment who's doing this to you, kind of being like a naysayer, or this is you doing this to yourself, kind of like telling yourself that like you're not good enough to do something, or that you shouldn't put yourself out there, you know, like that's also what I'm getting with this, like almost like, oh no, just stay back and do these things, like that's too scary, don't do that, you know, like what if you fail or something. So that's kind of what I'm getting with that. So let's get into the journey reading, and this will be the journey reading for Taurus for the month of February 2021, and this is all about like going on a journey and leaving something behind. And this deck is usually this reading is usually for kind of when you feel hampered in your life and you're like not really sure what your next step is, or you feel like you're missing something but you're not really sure what it is. This is all about kind of stepping out into a new direction. So that's why I really like doing this deck for like the month readings. Okay, Taurus, February 2021. Spirit, please give me a reading for Taurus for the month of February 2021. Taurus, February 2021, please. Taurus. Okay, so what we have at the bottom of the deck here, Taurus, is the Hierophant. This is actually your energy in the major arcana. Hierophant represents Taurus. So I'm not really surprised to see this here. Also, this is about a spiritual teacher. In this particular deck, this forest being you see here is kind of like the bringer of knowledge from the ethereal, from the spiritual down to the material world. So Hierophant is about beliefs and like traditions and stuff like that. So let's continue. Okay, interesting. So we have the leaving cards, which tell a story. Sometimes each card is, you know, one thing that you're leaving behind, but usually more often than not, they tell a story. And then we have the why, the star, or the light that's leading you on this journey, the challenge, and then the destination. Okay, so immediately I'm feeling like emotion that you don't want to allow yourself to feel. You know, you have the King of Cups first off, and the King of Cups is a very loving, nurturing, emotional energy. However, the King of Cups doesn't really allow himself to express his emotions. But in this particular deck, this king asks you to like drink from his waters and be cleansed. So, you know, is there something you're not allowing yourself to feel, Taurus? Or is there something that's just like really heavy, or you know, you don't really want to divulge how you're feeling about a situation. You just don't want to share, or maybe I'm just really feeling like a guarded type of energy. Like kind of being full of emotion, but not really showing that you are about something, thinking about something. And then next we have the Three of Swords, and this is all about healing. This is also heartbreak in some instances, but most of the time what I feel from this is healing. I feel like there's something, you know, especially with the King of Cups and like not wanting, you know, it basically correlates to me. It's like not wanting to express what you're feeling, and then I see what you're feeling here is like heartache or, you know, some kind of pain, but I really feel like there's healing in this. And then you have the Six of Swords, and this is all about being taken away into better times. And you see basically here the crows on the swords in this darker sky kind of represents down here. It's, you know, not so good. And then, you know, the boy is lifted on the swan and carried away to a better time. And now he's relaxed up there and he looks like as if he's sleeping. And I just feel something, Taurus, like there's something that you're feeling that's really hurting you and you're just wanting to move away from. So in terms of the leaving, I feel like what you're wanting to leave behind or what you are leaving behind as you go on this journey is heartache and pain, and you really need healing. And that kind of correlates to this because obviously you can see there's a girl here in the corner who is very sad and just being overtaken by this kind of devil energy, which kind of keeps you in like repetitive negative attachments and behaviors and actions. So I definitely feel with this already that you're moving into healing and you're moving away from like a harder emotional time. And maybe it's just that it's hard for you to face your emotions because they're so strong. Okay, so yeah, this makes sense. The why is justice, balance. That's why you're being taken on this journey, Taurus, because balance is what is here for you, or what you're yearning for, and what your guides are really wanting for you, especially with justice being here with the angels and all the butterflies. And I feel like there's, even if you don't know it, you have guides, like spirit guides and angels around you, and there's like a balance happening for you, Taurus. You see how she weighs the scales. This justice is all about harmony and balance and equilibrium. So let's continue. I feel Taurus. I feel this. Okay, yeah, definitely making sense. So the next card out is the Star, or the light that's leading you, and this is the Hangman. And so I'm getting a couple of things with this. I'm getting like you've been feeling stagnant, because like the Hangman goes upside down to get a new perspective. This card also represents awakening. So it's like feeling the stagnant energy and nothing happening, but within that suspension, an awakening happens. You come across a new perspective, and you're able to move forward when you come out of this with a new perspective and looking at things in a new way and feeling a new way too. I really feel good when I see this. Like, I really feel like this is like like, you know, almost like, all right, I'm just gonna give up all this pain that I feel, or heartache, or whatever this emotion is that you're feeling, and I'm just gonna go with it. I'm just gonna go with it. Allow it to affect me in the way that it needs to, so that it can change me and I can come out awakened with a new perspective. Oh, that just got me a little bit. Okay. And next card out is the Challenge. Okay. Try not to take too long doing this, but I also need to get quiet and hear and feel what I'm getting when I see these cards. Okay. So you have the Queen of Swords, and what I'm getting is standing in your power. The Queen of Swords is somebody who's very direct, and she cuts out anything that does not serve her and anything that does not work, and she kind of steps out of emotion to make these decisions. I mean, emotion is in it, but she does not let the emotion rule the way that she makes the decision whether to keep something in her life or leave it. She uses logic, like, okay, you know, yes, maybe I feel this way about something, but is it helping me or is it hurting me? You know, and is it holding me back, or is it helping me to propel forward in my life in a positive way? And, you know, I feel like maybe for some of you, there may be somebody around you who kind of speaks harshly and hurts you, and that may be really hard. And that's just for some of you, but for the majority, I'm really feeling like the challenge is really stepping into your power and putting your foot down and being like, no, okay, this needs to go, and that's all there is to it. So that's what I'm feeling. And the destination. Okay, so very interesting. Okay, so the destination that we have, you have another 5 here, and this is the same energy as this card here. You have the, yes, I believe. Let me just double check really quick, because I want to make sure that I'm not speaking out of turn here. Yes, so this is the same type of energy. This is the destination you have, Taurus. 5 of Pentacles. I will draw a clarifier, but this is basically like, this is like feeling a lack and feeling alone, left out in the cold, feeling really sad, but it's an illusion, Taurus, because if you can see here, she's got her hands, you know, on her knees, and she's covering herself and she's crying, but there's a little butterfly here. And again, okay, because when I saw this and I saw the butterflies and the wings, I immediately felt there's spirit guides, and maybe ancestors and past on loved ones around you who are trying to help you. So even when you feel like you're alone, Taurus, you're not. And so this butterfly here is like urging her, like, look up, look up at this beauty that is all around you, lift your head. And there's even flowers and animals around her that she's just not seeing because she is in this state of woe. And, this is like, sometimes this is keeping yourself in victimhood too, what I feel from this, because it's like if you only lift your head and look around you, you'll see the beauty and all of the things around you that are good for you and that will help you to get out of this like nasty type of feeling energy. So I'm going to get some clarifiers. Why is the Three of Swords here for Taurus, please? Why is the Three of Swords here for Taurus? Wow, okay, yeah. Anything else, please? Three of Swords for Taurus, anything else? Okay, so the first card I got out, clarifying the Three of Swords. So definitely heartbreak, definitely healing that needs to happen. Yeah. I feel like some of you are struggling with like what your life purpose is or like being independent. Okay, so you have the next card out came out was Nine of Pentacles. This is like a very independent energy, self-sufficient. This is like a business owner or somebody who works for themselves, but somebody who gets all of these coins on their own and people look up to them and they basically don't need anybody. Not that you don't want anybody around, but you're like good. Like you can make anything out of nothing and be prosperous and successful in it. And what I'm feeling is like maybe career is weighing on you. Maybe like you're not really sure what you want to do with your life and it's kind of bringing you down emotionally and you just don't feel that good about yourself. And I feel that very strongly with here. Like I really feel like this is you in your own head, Taurus, doing this to yourself, like making yourself think that you're not good enough to support yourself or to support others or just to go out on your own and do what you want to do. Like a lot of people these days are dealing with jobs that they don't like, and we're in a time where everything is changing and you can either stay in this stuck place where you're not really happy and not really go anywhere, or you could take a risk and take a chance on yourself and believe in yourself and do what it is that you want to do. Why is the King of Cups here for Taurus, please? King of Cups. Why is this here? Can you more, please? Yeah. Okay. So the Ace of Pentacles is now here. And it's clarifying the King of Cups. So like, I feel like there's a really strong, like stable foundation here for you, like a beginning, like a new opportunity and a stable foundation, but you're like afraid. That's kind of like what I'm feeling. Or that it's maybe not so much afraid as like intimidating, not really knowing, what to do or like what's coming. And I'm also getting a little bit of like, you could miss out on this opportunity if you don't go within and check in with your emotions and see where you are and see what you really want to do with your life. Because this, Pentacles is like earth energy and career and money and stability and foundation, and I feel like there's something new here for you, but you're just like a little bit timid in acting upon it, or like maybe you don't even really know, you don't have the faintest idea what you want to do with your life in terms of like your career and a new beginning. Well, you gotta heal your heart and feel that and allow yourself to move away from these hard times where you're kind of talking trash to yourself and making yourself think that you're not good enough to do something. Why is the Queen of Swords here for the change for Taurus? What is this about? Yeah, okay. Okay, so the High Priestess came out clarifying the Queen of Swords, and this just makes me immediately think about you not really listening to yourself, Taurus. Like, with this being the challenge, and what I was feeling was stepping up in your power and like cutting away everything that doesn't serve you. If you're having trouble doing that, go within, listen to your higher self. You know, this is all like, this is hidden, unknown knowledge that you have within you, you know, and sometimes when the High Priestess shows up, it's indicative of somebody not listening or like hiding information. And in this case, it's almost like what I'm feeling is like hiding it from yourself, like not wanting to look at it, not wanting to connect to your higher self and listen to hear what it's going to tell you when it says, okay, this needs to go and let's go in this direction. Because that's painful sometimes when you're not used to like filtering out your life and doing like what do they call that, like a inventory check. Like, okay, let's see what's in my life and what's working and what's not, and let's get rid of what's not. Sometimes it's difficult for people if they're not used to doing that. So if you have a hard time stepping up, cutting things out, I would definitely say to go within, listen to your higher self, meditate, get quiet, listen to your heart. Why is the Five of Pentacles here? Yeah, okay. Definitely. All right, so Taurus, with the Five of Pentacles being the destination, which is like this sorrowful like loss and all of that, and feeling like left out in the cold and feeling alone. This is also lack. This is also being afraid of lack, like the lack of money and stuff like that. And so I feel like that could be what you're going towards if you do not allow yourself to heal your heart and listen to it and allow yourself to balance and come out getting this new perspective like the Hangman does. Because what came out clarifying the Five of Pentacles first came out was the Seven of Cups, and this is all about confusion. So like lots of options. You're kind of like, and I have experienced this type of energy where I'm like, I get so confused and there's so many things and my head is all over the place that I end up doing nothing. Have you ever experienced that? Like, because you're like, oh my God, I don't know. I'm just gonna, like, I'm just gonna do nothing because I don't know. But this is like worry that also maybe if you step on your own and you become like an entrepreneur and you're able to support yourself, maybe you're like afraid that it won't work out, and that's also this type of energy, like being afraid and you know, not even knowing what's gonna come because you're sitting there like but the Ace of Swords is here, which I'm really happy to see. This is a breakthrough in new ideas, a breakthrough in thinking, clarity, truth. Like, I'm so happy to see this here for you, Taurus, because this just means if you're able to go within and heal your heart and listen to your higher self and, you know, maybe go within and take the Hangman's, you know, what he does, which is going upside down and suspends himself to get a new perspective. You know, if you do that and heal yourself, listen to your heart, listen to your higher self and your intuition, you will come out with so much clarity and truth and new ideas and everything to figure out what it is that you want to do. And also to get yourself out of this type of thinking, like definitely, you know, overhauling your mind, especially with these 4 sword cards that came out. Like, this is really, I mean, and the 3 of Swords is here twice. Swords are all about mental body, like how you're thinking, how you're speaking to yourself with your thoughts, and what you're thinking about other things outside of you, and what you're allowing to dictate how you act based on what you think. So, Taurus, this is actually really good. I'm really glad to see this here, because this just means if you trust yourself, heal your heart, go within, go into that space, even if it's a little foreign to you and you're not used to it, be easy with yourself. This will balance you. You know, get a new perspective. And, you know, especially with the Justice card here, this is what is here for you. This is why you're being called to go on this journey, because this will put you in balance. You know, opening up your mind, getting rid of those toxic thoughts that keep you down and keep you from acting on what you want to do. Get rid of that. Let that go. Go within yourself and listen to what your higher self is telling you, because that is where you will get all the answers, Taurus. So, I hope this was helpful for the month of February 2021. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know down below if it resonated, if it didn't. If it did not, please check your birth chart for other prominent signs. Check those readings as well. And again, still debating on whether I should change the angle so you guys can actually see the cards. If you have an opinion, I would love to hear it. If not, great, that's okay. I'll keep doing it like this. And I will see you soon. Love readings to follow, so stay tuned. And I will see you soon, Taurus. Take care.